For more than 75 years, the United States has been one of Israel's strongest allies. From military aid and diplomatic protection to advanced defense systems and intelligence sharing, the relationship between these two nations is one of the most significant partnerships in modern geopolitics. But why? To understand why the United States supports Israel today, we have to go back to the beginning. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a plan to divide British-controlled Palestine into two states, one Jewish and one Arab. On May 14, 1948, Israel declared independence. Just minutes later, U.S. President Harry S. Truman officially recognized the new state of Israel. This made the United States one of the first countries to recognize Israel. At the time, the Middle East was already becoming strategically important because of oil and global trade routes, but the deeper geopolitical shift was just beginning. After World War II, the world divided into two major power blocs, the United States and the Soviet Union. The Middle East became a key region in this rivalry. Several Arab nations developed closer ties with the Soviet Union. Meanwhile, Israel increasingly aligned with the United States. During conflicts like the 1967 Six-Day War and the 1973 Yom Kippur War, U.S. support for Israel became more visible, including military resupply and diplomatic backing. For American policymakers, Israel was seen as a stable partner, a counterbalance to Soviet influence, a reliable ally in a volatile region. Over time, military cooperation deepened. By the 1980s, Israel was officially designated a major non-NATO ally of the United States. Today, security cooperation is one of the strongest pillars of the relationship. The United States provides Israel with billions of dollars in military assistance annually. One example is the Iron Dome missile defense system, developed with U.S. financial support. The two countries also share intelligence and conduct joint military exercises. From Washington's perspective, Israel provides advanced military technology, intelligence on regional threats, a strategic presence in the Middle East. Supporters of the alliance argue that this cooperation strengthens U.S. national security. Critics argue that it complicates America's relationships with other nations in the region. Inside the United States, support for Israel has historically received bipartisan backing in Congress. Many American leaders describe Israel as a fellow democracy in the Middle East. There are also strong cultural, religious, and political connections between segments of the American population and Israel. Over decades, this has influenced U.S. foreign policy decisions. However, public opinion in the United States has evolved over time, with debates becoming more visible in recent years. In the 21st century, the Middle East has experienced major changes. The Arab Spring, rising tensions with Iran, ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflicts. In recent conflicts, the United States has continued to express support for Israel's security, while also calling for humanitarian considerations and diplomatic solutions. So why does the United States continue to support Israel? Most analysts point to 5 major reasons: strategic military cooperation, intelligence sharing, regional influence in the Middle East, shared political values, as described by U.S. officials' long-standing diplomatic history, whether viewed as a strategic necessity or a complex geopolitical choice. The U.S.-Israel relationship remains one of the most enduring alliances in modern history. What do you think is the most important factor behind this alliance? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy clear, balanced explanations of history and global affairs, subscribe to Mr. Facts USA.